When we talk about aging, what comes to mind? For most of us, it's just something that happens, an inevitable part of life, like the sun rising and setting. For centuries, that's exactly how we've seen it, a destiny that medicine couldn't touch. Doctors have always focused on treating specific diseases, like cancer, diabetes, or heart problems. They never really targeted the one process that seems to connect all of them, aging itself. But that perspective is starting to shift. And it's not because anyone is seriously searching for a magical elixir of immortality. It's because aging is now being recognized as the single biggest risk factor for almost every major chronic disease we face. As our understanding of molecular biology has exploded, scientists can now literally see what's happening inside our cells as the years go by. They're no longer just guessing. They're observing the mechanics of aging in real time. This has led to a brand new concept that's changing everything. Today, science doesn't just talk about your chronological age, the number of candles on your birthday cake. It talks about your biological age, which is how old your body actually is on a cellular level. And this isn't some vague idea. Researchers have pinpointed specific, measurable mechanisms that drive biological aging. Think of things like the gradual accumulation of damage in our DNA, or the persistent, low-grade inflammation that simmers throughout our bodies. Known as inflammaging, our cells slowly lose their ability to repair themselves. Our epigenome, which controls which genes are turned on or off, gets dysregulated, and we start accumulating so-called senescent cells. These are old, dysfunctional cells that refuse to die, and instead hang around, releasing harmful substances that damage healthy tissues around them. These aren't random events. They follow predictable patterns. This is why many scientists now argue that aging, in many ways, behaves just like a progressive, systemic disease, even if it's not officially classified as one. And that brings us to a really important point. Just because something isn't officially labeled a disease by regulatory bodies doesn't mean it can't be studied, understood, or even treated. The decision not to classify aging as a disease is largely a practical one, rooted in regulations and economics. Imagine the chaos if aging was suddenly declared a medical condition. Health insurance systems would be turned upside down. Pension plans and public policies would need a complete overhaul. It would create a massive societal and financial disruption. So, for now, officially, aging is still described as a natural, unavoidable process. But in the world of science, the conversation is entirely different. The results coming out of laboratories in recent years are nothing short of remarkable. In animal studies, researchers have been able to do incredible things. They've restored aged tissues, making them youthful again. They've improved muscle function in old mice, rejuvenated their immune systems, and even recovered lost vision. Some experiments have extended the healthy lifespan of these animals, not just their total lifespan. These studies are proving that aging isn't just a one-way street to decline. It's a biological process that can be influenced. Now, what about humans? It's crucial to be clear here. Human studies are still in their very early stages. But we've already crossed a major milestone. We can now accurately measure a person's biological age using specific biomarkers found in the blood. And in some clinical studies, researchers have shown that this biological age can actually be reduced. This suggests that certain aspects of the aging process can be slowed down, and maybe even partially reversed. This isn't about making an 80-year-old look and feel 20 again. We are nowhere near that. What it does show, however, is that aging is a malleable process. It can be modulated. The speedometer of aging isn't stuck. We might be able to slow it down. It's absolutely essential to be realistic about what this all means right now. There is no magic pill to stop aging. There is no fountain of youth treatment available. And nobody should ever experiment with unproven therapies on their own. The vast majority of this research is still in development and must always be supervised by qualified medical professionals. This is not do-it-yourself biology. The risks are very real. So, what is the big deal? What's truly changing is the entire paradigm of medicine. For all of modern history, medicine has been reactive. We wait for a disease to show up. Then we try to treat it. We wait for the heart attack, the cancer diagnosis, the diabetes. The new approach, known as neuroscience, is proactive. Instead of treating dozens of separate diseases after they appear, the focus is shifting to the common root cause of almost all of them, the aging process itself. If this line of research continues to succeed, the medicine of the future could look completely different. Instead of a doctor's visit being about diagnosing a new illness, It might be about measuring your biological age and developing a personalized plan to keep your body functioning optimally for as long as possible. The goal would be to extend your health span, not just your lifespan. It's about ensuring that your later years are filled with vitality, independence, and a high quality of life. Ultimately, this isn't about living forever. It's about living better. It's about questioning the old assumption that aging has to mean inevitable decline and disease. What if aging isn't just a fixed destiny, but a biological process that we can understand, manage, and slow down? The science suggests this may be possible, and that's a truly revolutionary idea. I find this topic incredibly fascinating and important, and I just wanted to share these thoughts with you. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing for more content like this. See you in the next one.